Welcome back to Car Drive Next, where we go beyond the brochure and bring you deep dive reviews into the most exciting cars on the road. Today, we're exploring something truly special, the 2026 Lexus LC500, a car that blends performance, craftsmanship, and elegance into one of the most visually arresting grand tourers on the market. The LC500 has always had a reputation for turning heads, but the 2026 model takes that appeal to another level. Lexus has made subtle but impactful design tweaks to modernize the look while preserving the LC's instantly recognizable silhouette. The proportions are still perfect: a long hood, short overhangs, low-slung stand seal, but the details are what elevate it. Starting at the front, the updated spindle grille is now more integrated into the overall design, with a smoother mesh pattern that gives it a refined but aggressive look. Lexus has added active air flaps behind the lower grille that open and close to optimize cooling or aerodynamic efficiency depending on the situation. Flanking the grille are the signature triple-beam LED headlights, now sharper and more angular than before. They're finished in black chrome, which ties in beautifully with the new optional shadow line package. The front bumper has been resculpted slightly to improve airflow and cooling, but the real story is how cohesive the entire design feels. It's elegant, but assertive, modern, but unmistakably Lexus. Every vent, curve, and crease has a purpose. Move around to the side and the LC500 continues to impress. The design flows with uninterrupted grace from front to rear. You've got bold, muscular rear haunches, a low greenhouse with frameless doors, and an elegant roofline that tapers toward the trunk like a fastback coupe. New for 2026 is an available forged carbon roof option, which shaves off weight while giving the car an even more exotic flair. Lexus also offers new 21-inch wheel designs, with a dark matte finish that contrasts beautifully against the vibrant ultrasonic blue or infrared paint options. Flush door handles remain, and the side mirrors now include integrated aerodynamic fins that help reduce wind noise at high speeds. The LC500 is a rolling sculpture, and from this angle, it's hard not to just stare at it for a few moments longer. At the rear, Lexus continues its artful approach. The taillights are perhaps one of the most unique on any production car. They use a layered infinity mirror design that creates an optical illusion of depth, subtle when off, mesmerizing when illuminated. The lower bumper now features a revised diffuser with quad exhaust outlets and a staggered formation, adding a more performance-oriented visual statement. It's aggressive, but tasteful like everything else on the LC500. The rear spoiler remains retractable, rising at higher speeds for added downforce, and the entire tailgate area is sculpted for both visual drama and aerodynamic function. It's not just about beauty, it's about balance. Step inside, and you're greeted by one of the finest interiors in the luxury performance segment. The LC500's cabin remains a masterclass in craftsmanship. Materials are flawless: a real leather, Alcantara, brushed aluminum, and optional open-pore wood or carbon fiber trim, all put together with obsessive attention to detail. For 2026, Lexus has refined the interior even further. The infotainment system now uses a stunning 12.3-inch OLED touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, finally replacing the controversial touchpad interface of previous years. But tech aside, the cabin's design is what makes it special. The driver's seat is cocooned by a high center console and sweeping dashboard that feels like a cockpit. Controls fall easily to hand, and the tactile quality of every button, knob, and switch is second to none. The analog clock on the dash remains, a small but classic touch of Lexus elegance. The seats, they're supportive yet comfortable enough for long road trips, with 10-way power adjustments, optional heating and ventilation, and new contrast stitching patterns for 2026. They offer a blend of ergonomics and visual appeal. The optional bespoke build package allows buyers to personalize the interior with custom colors and trims, making each LC500 unique. Space-wise, the LC is still a grand tourer. Don't expect SUV levels of practicality, but the trunk is enough for a weekend getaway. And there's just enough room in the back seats for small bags or, in a pinch, very short passengers. Under the hood, the 2026 LC500 retains its glorious 5.0-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine, an endangered species in today's turbocharged world. It's the same powertrain we've loved for years, producing 471 horsepower and 398 pounds-feet of torque. It revs all the way to 7,300 RPM and delivers one of the best exhaust notes in the industry. There's a soul to this engine that modern turbocharged units just can't replicate. The 10-speed automatic transmission has been recalibrated for quicker downshifts and smoother low-speed operation. Whether you're cruising along the coast or hammering it through canyon roads, the LC feels composed yet exhilarating. 0-60 happens in just under 4.4 seconds. But it's not about the numbers, it's about the experience. And what an experience it is! The LC500 uses adaptive variable suspension that constantly adjusts to road conditions, giving you a plush ride in comfort mode and a taut, responsive feel in Sport Plus. Steering is direct, with excellent feedback through the wheel. Lexus has also improved the rear-wheel steering system for 2026. Making the LC more agile at low speeds and more stable during high-speed cornering. Despite its luxurious nature, the LC500 can hold its own when pushed. Body roll is minimal, grip is strong thanks to staggered Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, and the chassis feels planted, confidence-inspiring, and surprisingly playful for a car this size. In terms of safety and driver assistance, Lexus has equipped the LC500 with the latest Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0, that includes adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and the new proactive driving assist, which helps smooth out acceleration and braking in stop-and-go traffic. It's a tech-laden grand tourer that doesn't get in the way of the driving experience. Now let's talk price. The 2026 Lexus LC500 starts at around $99,000. Which positions it squarely in the luxury coupe segment against cars like the BMW 8 Series and the Porsche 911 Carrera. With options like the Sport Package, Mark Levinson audio system, and carbon fiber roof, a fully loaded model can approach $115,000. Is it worth it? That depends on what you value. If you want the most horsepower per dollar or the latest autonomous driving gimmicks, there are other options. But if you want a car that stirs your soul every time you look at it or hear it start up, a broken bar, a car that's as much a piece of art as it is a performance machine, a broken bar, the LC500 is worth every penny. The 2026 Lexus LC500 isn't just a car, it's a statement. A statement that driving can still be beautiful, that emotion still matters, and that luxury doesn't have to shout, it can whisper, with a V8 growl behind it. Thanks for watching this in-depth look at the 2026 Lexus LC500 here on Car Drive Next. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know in the comments what would you spec your LC in: infrared red with a tan interior, or maybe go full stealth with caviar black and black forged carbon? We'd love to hear your builds. Until next time, keep your foot down and your eyes up. See you on the road.